Let's take a look at a few ratios. The first ratio we're going to take a look at is earnings per share. Earnings per share is calculated by dividing net income by the number of shares of common stock. This is not the complete formula, and we're going to talk about the complete formula in detail in the next chapter, but for illustration purposes, we can use this. It's net income divided by the number of shares of common stock. What you get is earnings per share. This shows how much earnings a company had per share of common stock, per share of ownership. The higher the number, the better. The nice thing about this particular ratio is that you can compare companies of different sizes, different industries. It kind of brings it all down to a common denominator. How much earnings does each company have per share? When you're calculating earnings per share, keep in mind the number of shares of common stock is a denominator. So if a company issues more stock, your earnings per share will change. The next ratio we're going to talk about is the times interest earned ratio. Times interest earned is calculated by dividing your operating income by the interest expense. Times interest earned measures how many times your interest expenses can be paid with your operating income. The higher the ratio, the easier a company will find in paying its interest obligations. The lower the ratio, the company is going to have trouble in paying its interest obligations. Again, times interest earned calculates how many times you can pay your interest expense with the operating income.